hosts fired, performances cut short, lengthy lawsuits, Heidi Klum getting hangry, and Simon Cowell taking a vow of silence? I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling thirsty and I'm craving some piping hot tea. AGT controversies, scandals, and drama throughout the years, that's what's hot. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Marissa Papa here at Talent Recap, and boy, do we have a juicy video for you guys. We are talking about the most insane controversies that have plagued AGT over the years. And let me tell you, some of these are wild. The tea we have for you is way better than any hometown gossip you hear at your local dive bar the day before Thanksgiving. Scout's honor. So, the first controversy we are going to talk about is Nick Cannon's sudden and unexpected exit as host of the show. But first, make sure to follow Talent Recap across all social medias and make extra sure to check out our new podcast, The Recap Room. There has been a lot of he said, she said since Nick Cannon suddenly up and left the show back in 2017. Was he fired? Did he quit? Well, here at Talent Recap, we always have the scoop on what's going on at AGT, so here's what we know. According to multiple sources, including Cannon himself, Nick Cannon chose to leave AGT after an 8-year run as its host because he was being threatened with termination if he didn't facilitate his departure himself. Yikes. But why? Apparently, during his Showtime stand-up special, Stand Up, Don't Shoot, he made an off-color joke about his hosting gig.
Gonna be a little different tonight. America's got talent, but America's got too, so.
That definitely rubbed the producers the wrong way.
This next crazy mother coming to the stage, gonna be juggling blindfolded with knives and
It's not language we can repeat here.
So be careful.
So I guess we never really answered the question of whether or not he was fired or left by his own volition. Our verdict? It's complicated. Sounds like the last relationship I was in, Moving on. The next scandal we're dishing about is actually from this most recent season of AGT, and it's when Heidi Klum had to publicly proclaim that she does in fact eat more than 900 calories a day. This is so wild, guys. I can't believe we are arguing over what a person's diet consists of in this day and age, and on Beyonce's internet, no less.
What?
This all started after Klum hosted a Q&A on her Instagram where she allegedly told her followers that she doesn't eat more than 900 calories a day. Unfortunately, the post has since expired, so good luck to anyone who tries to find it. But in that same Q&A, she also stepped on the scale, showing her exact weight, which is admittedly odd. But hey, live and let live, right? Following that post, Heidi faced a lot of backlash, being labeled as problematic because she was promoting disordered eating by broadcasting her very low caloric intake as the answer to how she stays so trim. This acted as an eerie reminder to people that back in 2020, Heidi Klum gave plus-size dancer Amanda LeCount a red buzzer literally seconds into her routine. Many people argued that Heidi was so quick to dismiss Amanda because of her larger size, and again, Heidi faced severe backlash. I have to admit, I thought Heidi was quick to hit the buzzer once Amanda started dancing, but hey, maybe she was just hungry this whole time. If I were her, I'd start carrying some pretzels or chips in my purse. Next, the next scandal to discuss is also from this past season of AGT, and it's when Simon Cowell used a voice generator on his iPad to speak to contestants during auditions because he lost his voice. He claimed that he lost his voice due to a buildup of acid reflux in his throat that burned and irritated his vocal cords, thus rendering him mute.
No.
Stop talking.
No.
Okay.
No.
Some people were annoyed by the robotic-sounding pre-records of Simon's voice, saying it was distracting. His fellow judges seemed very amused by Simon's disposition, with Howie making repeated jokes at Simon's expense, knowing full well that Simon could not respond.
Least favorite talent is a mime, and now I'm working with one.
And Sofia intentionally repeating what few things Simon was trying to say incorrectly.
Frank Sinatra pants. And your face?
Voice.
An apple pie.
All in all, This wasn't much of a controversy per se, more of a trending story across social media, and for good reason. I mean, Simon Cowell, the most opinionated man on network television, famous for his clever remarks and biting insults, rendered completely unable to speak. No one saw that one coming. Now, this one is a doozy. If you're squeamish or get easily freaked out, take this as your warning. Next, the number 4 controversy we're talking about today is Jonathan Goodwin and the tragic accident from AGT Extreme Season 1 that left him completely paralyzed from the waist down. I told you, this one is heavy. It all started back in 2001 when daredevil Jonathan Goodwin auditioned for AGT as one of the many danger and stunt acts on the show, catching an arrow shot from a crossbow with his bare hands. He impressed the judges and even made it to the semifinals. He returned then for AGT Extreme, which is unfortunately where this story takes a turn. During rehearsal, Goodwin was suspended 70 feet in the air, in a straitjacket, hanging by his feet from a wire, with 2 cars on either side of him swinging back and forth. He was attempting a stunt where he would free himself from the straitjacket and land on an air mattress before the cars crushed him. Unfortunately, the stunt wasn't timed right, and Jonathan was caught in between the 2 cars as they collided with one another, and a huge ball of fire erupted the minute the cars made contact. Jonathan was sadly caught in the center of all of that and was left with broken legs and shoulders, a damaged kidney, a punctured lung, fractured ribs, and a complete spinal fracture. Thankfully, despite his critical condition, he survived and is now wheelchair-bound due to the damage in his spine. As absolutely horrible as this incident was, it is nothing short of a miracle that Jonathan survived. He's a single dad and is soon to be married, and has since retired from performing death-defying stunts. We are so glad that he is doing well. The last and final controversy we are talking about is the rift between Marcelito Pomoy and Simon Cowell. Let me give you some background. Marcelito Pomoy was a Filipino singer from season 2 of AGT The Champions, and he has a beautiful voice.
Watch us where we go.
He impressed the judges all the way through the season and made it to the finals, leaving viewers and the judges in awe of his talent after each performance. For his last performance on Champions, Pomoy chose to sing Celine Dion and Peebo Bryson's hit song, Beauty and the Beast. And in an impressive twist, Pomoy managed to sing both parts of a duet. If you asked me to name the best I'm Him performance there ever was, I would tell you Marcelito Pomoy's finals performance is it. And I think everyone in the audience, as well as the judges, Heidi, Howie, and Alicia would agree. Everyone, except, you guessed it, Simon Cowell.
On a night like this, I would have done something less predictable.
Singing both parts of a duet is predictable? Okay, Simon, sure. Simon's comments were met with immediate backlash from both the audience and judging panel alike, with claims that Simon was nitpicking and splitting hairs in his criticism, which I personally agree with. But that's not where the story ends. After intense outrage on social media, rumors began circulating that Simon Cowell and his team of producers were the ones who picked the song. Quick refresh. The Got Talent franchise is Simon Cowell's brainchild, and as creator of the show, he has control over how the show is run. So it's 100% feasible that Simon Cowell did in fact pick the song and thus set Pomoy up for failure. Marcelito himself claimed in a since-deleted tweet that Cowell's team did in fact force the song onto him and that there was nothing he could do about the song choice. And this made people angry. Very, very angry. Heck, I'm angry right now, just talking about it. I mean, to tell someone to do a particular thing or else, only to then criticize and roast the person for doing the very thing you forced them to do is crazy. That's some serious middle school mean girl shit.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
I bet Simon Cowell records videos of people working out at the gym so he can show his friends and make fun of their form or workout clothes. Side-eye, Simon. Side-eye. Well, you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed or learned something new. If you did, give us a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Want us to talk about more controversies in the Got Talent universe? Let us know. Thanks again for watching. I'm Marissa Papa. You can follow me on Instagram at Carissa Mappa. And now you know what's hot. Bye.